Hey everyone, it's Carolyn. I have another collective reading for you today. And so for today's collective reading, I have the Keeper of the Light Oracle cards, the Wizard's Tarot, and the Divine Feminine Oracle cards. So I feel like this is going to be a collective message that you're meant to hear. So if this is resonating for you, if you feel like you're drawn to watch this video, continue watching. If not, I do have more videos that I'm going to have linked in the cards above that you can watch instead. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Carolyn. Please hit subscribe. I would love to have you a part of this family. And if you want to see when I post my next video, make sure you turn on that bell notification. I post multiple times a week and I do more collective readings like this. I also do pick a pile readings and zodiac readings, along with other educational videos to help you all in your spiritual journeys. So with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling with the Wizard's Tarot and see what cards come out. So I got a bunch of cards there, so I'm going to take these and continue shuffling with them and see what we get. So we got this card, and it's the Seven of Cups. So I'm going to continue shuffling and see what else we get with the Seven of Cups, so we can really tap into the energy, because the Seven of Cups is about like a choice. So we got the Nine of Pentacles as well. So it's like we have this choice, not knowing exactly what to do, and then the Nine of Pentacles is this more independent energy, like she's studying, like she's looking up what to do. Then you have the Ace of Cups. The Ace is an energy about a new beginning. A lot of times Ace of Cups represents romance, love, or emotions. But it looks like there's a lotus flower in this cup. And so the thing about the lotus is that it is someone who can survive the murky waters and then finally emerge and be this beautiful flower. So to me, it's like the Seven of Cups is like this choice, a situation going on in your life where you feel like you don't know what to do. It's like you either have too many options or not enough options. But it's definitely this energy of almost indecision, but not complete indecision, because indecision kind of implies like there's options and you have two of them and you don't know which one to pick. Whereas this more feels like you don't know what to do. You are lost. And it's like you are trying to find answers through things, through like research, learning, studying. And that might not be exactly working because this Ace of Cups is telling you to follow your emotions. Maybe logic right now is not the answers. We also have the Six of Swords, Nine of Wands, and King of Swords. So with this, the Six of Swords is an energy that is about moving forward, transformation, growth. And not like transformation in the sense where things are changing, but in the sense that things are moving forward. It's like you are going from one place to another. There's like a destination, and this is the journey. The Nine of Wands presents some sort of challenge, some difficulty in your life. And then the King of Swords represents an energy. It can be a man, but it can also just be the masculine energy. The King of Swords is someone who is very smart and calculated, which I feel like this could almost be the energy that you are meant to embody, because right now you are feeling more lost, more confused. The King of Swords is someone where when they're lost and confused, they don't show it. They act like they're in control. They act like everything they do is planned. And so it's like there's this appearance of almost confidence, of faking it till you make it, or acting like you know what you're doing even when you don't. What I'm hearing for you with these choices as of now with these cards, Six of Swords is telling you keep moving forward. Doesn't matter what choice you make, doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter how much you study. You got to keep moving forward, because you can keep studying, and if you're stuck, you're stagnant, you're not making any choices, you're going to stay in this place. So you got to make a choice. If it's a bad choice, if it's a good choice, that doesn't matter right now. Spirit's telling you like you're running out of time to decide. If you make the wrong choice, you can do something with that. You can turn it around. You can use it to learn and to grow, and another opportunity will come into your life. But right now it feels like you're not making any choice and it's gonna pass you by. Spirit wanted me to point that out for someone. I'm gonna move these cards up a little bit, and I'll move them back down once I shuffle and we get some cards from the Keeper of the Light. So we got a couple cards. So we have Charity, Saint Kumara, Almora, and Cernanos. So what I'm sensing for you, I'm trying to move these cards so you can see them. Just give me one moment. Okay, so I got these cards moved so you can hopefully see them a bit better. So with Charity, it says prayer and contemplation, connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. So what I'm sensing is that, again, this creates an energy where your spirit guides are telling you to do something. I'm hearing for some of you, write a letter. Either write a letter to a person, like that's your direct message. If you've been debating that, write the letter. Or write a letter to yourself, your spirit guides, to God, whoever you believe in, and ask them what to do. And ask them to give you a sign on what to do, a push in the right direction. Try not to be specific about it. Like, don't demand what the sign be, but just write a letter where you are giving up control of trying to force something to happen and just be like, I just need guidance. Because I find that that can sometimes be helpful. Even if you aren't someone where you believe in signs, just the fact of writing things out can sometimes help you figure out what you more so want and what your end goal really is. Because a lot of times we as a society will get very caught up in very detailed goals. And while that's great to have these aspirations, a lot of the times the minute details don't matter. And it's more so what that goal represents to us. The emotion or the way we're going to feel about ourselves is what truly matters. So I feel like when you are trying to make this decision, don't focus so much on the specific opportunity or situation going on now. It's like you're overanalyzing it right now with this Nine of Pentacles. Don't overanalyze it. More so be like, okay, as much as I want this situation to happen or I don't want this situation to happen, what is my reasoning for it? What is the why behind it? Is it that I want to feel successful? Do I want to have something to show off to others to prove my worth? Do I want to do something that helps me help others? Do I want to do this because I feel like it's going to bring in more financial security? Am I trying to pick this because I feel like it will bring me the love and validation I'm trying to find through others? You know, ask yourself these questions and find your why. And then once you find your why, you can pinpoint if this thing is actually good for you or not. It's like right now you're so lost that you don't know how to break things down. Then, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So this is indicating to me that the universe right now is protecting you. The universe is with you. And it's not that you don't know what to do. It's that you are getting so lost in what to do. You're overanalyzing things. You're not breaking it down. That's what you need to do. It's like you are so good right now at looking for all the details, trying to read the fine print, trying to look and figure out how you were trying to map out your entire life and what this one situation will bring into your life, like kind of plan out the ripple effect. And the thing is, like, us as humans, we can't plan things out to a T. We can't plan them out to perfection. We can have an idea, have a plan that we try and stick to, a guideline, but everyday life is going to shake that up. And so it's like, instead of trying to break things down, use logic and only use logic, it's like, trust that the choices you make are gonna work for you, that they're going to be good for you, that there's going to be a way to turn this situation into something that's productive for you, that brings you this growth with the Six of Swords. And have the awakening presence in you where you realize that your own internal compass isn't gonna steer you wrong. It might appear wrong to others. It might not fit the standard of what they want from you, and it might not even fit the standard of what you think you have to do. But really sit with yourself and reflect on the choices you made and break it down into two categories. The choices you made for yourself that you had wanted to do versus the choices that you did because you felt you had to or because of others. And then reflect on those choices and first see how those choices made you feel and see how they affected you, and then ask yourself, with where you're at today, do you regret any of those choices? And by doing that, a lot of times we will realize that when we think that we self-sabotage or that we make the wrong choices, it's like, okay, yes, but all those wrong choices brought me to this point where I'm at. And so it's like they all couldn't have been that bad. They all can't be something that is unimaginable that you can't bounce back from, because it's like right now you're here watching this video being like, okay, you know what, I have more opportunities, more things are coming into my life, so if I make another wrong choice, I'm going to be able to have other things to move forward with. You know, it's not anything that you can't fix, you can't overcome. And I also find that sometimes we think we self-sabotage, when really when we reflect on things, it's not necessarily self-sabotage, it's that we feel it's sabotaging us because it's not fitting the standard of what others want for us, but we are happy with our lives. And then for those of you where you actually do self-sabotage, pay attention to that pattern and be like, okay, how did that play out in my life? And see if that's what's going on now. But by analyzing stuff, you're going to be breaking down these patterns. And so instead of looking to outside influences to break down if we should or shouldn't do something, it's like now we're breaking it down internally where we're actually getting to a point of productivity because we're learning about ourselves. And through learning from ourselves, we're going to be able to use this as a tool moving forward in all areas of our life. And then here you have shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. I really think right now Spirit's telling you the key to breaking out of this confusion is shine the flashlight on yourself and put the focus on yourself. I feel like a lot of you like to just keep it moving, you like to keep it pushing, you don't like a lot of attention, and this is from like outside people. You don't like too much attention on yourself, but you also don't like too much attention on what you would think is your flaws. And more so, this isn't flaws, it's insecurities or the things that you think are wrong with yourself. A lot of you, I think you have a hard time expressing your emotions because you feel like it makes you feel vulnerable or weak. And what I'm sensing for you is like shining this internal flashlight on yourself, analyzing your patterns, looking at the things that you did that you really didn't want to do and understanding them and understanding the current push to do this thing and where it's stemming from. Because your emotions right now are overflowing. And so the way to balance your emotions is by actually looking at them. Not trying to run from your emotions, not trying to be like, no, it's okay, I don't feel that way, and push things under the rug. It's about digging those emotions out of you and actually processing them, understanding them, and seeing the pattern of what causes those emotions and what emotions you want to feel, and encouraging that pattern versus breaking the patterns of emotions that you no longer want to feel. And then 𝑐𝑒 life force, express your driving passion, sensual and sexual powers are increased. So this could be, it's a situation about your love life, and it's like you are torn if you should reach out to this person, if you should go out with this person. Some of you could be in a relationship and it's like, I don't know if I should stay in this relationship or push them away. There's definitely an internal struggle here. And so this could be indicating to you, like, figure out what you want. Do you want them? Do you not want them? I feel like some of you, it's like you're doing a pro and con list of someone. And I feel like this situation is like, don't make a pro and con list because on paper you can be a fit with someone. Really ask yourself if this is someone who you have chemistry with, who you connect with, and who you have a connection where you could work problems out with. Because I feel like logically, maybe on paper it's a good fit, but in real life, it's not computing. And so it's like, don't break it down with only logic because this is something where your emotions are involved in. So you have to also factor those in. You can't just negate one without the other. The same way this is telling you, don't just do something purely on emotion. You know, think about what is actually benefiting you, because you don't want to be self-sabotaging and doing something that feels good but isn't benefiting you, because the whole point with this reading is that your spirit guides are encouraging you to move forward. So find that balance between, you know, going with only logic versus going with only your emotions. But express your drive and passion. Figure out that why again. Figure out what it is that you are looking for that's missing from your life, because you're confused right now. And sometimes when we are confused and we're trying to figure out what we want, the best thing we can do is to figure out what we don't want, because there's so many things that we could want, but we know for sure what we don't want. So really, like, sit down with yourself and figure out, okay, I'm lost, I'm confused, I don't know where to go, but I know definitely where I don't want to go, and start with that. Then that can be your foundation to figuring this out and looking at yourself internally, looking at patterns, and seeing what you really need to focus on, what you need to not focus on, and what changes you need to make in your life. So now I'm going to shuffle again. I'm going to move these cards up a little bit again. So we have Dakini, then light and feminine. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. Mary of Nazareth, the mother of God. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. And Myeol-shan, the princess of mercy. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. So again, I'm going to move these around real quick just so you can see them a bit better. So I really think your spirit guides want you to know that when it comes to making this decision, you're not making it alone, but you also don't need to micromanage it. You don't have to plan everything out. I really feel like your spirit guides want you to know it's like just move forward, and they're going to fill in the blanks. Because with my gut instinct is wise beyond reason, I trust my intuition to guide me. It's your spirit guides wanting you to trust that your choices, your decisions, they're not going to be something that you can't bounce back from, that they're not going to be anything that is going to make you fail so badly that you never succeed, you never get to this point that you want in your life. Because I really feel like right now it's like you are trying your best and you're working with what you got, and it's like, yeah, things might not succeed, but that doesn't automatically mean that they failed. It just means you need a different route. And so I feel like you're really making your fears out to be bigger than they are. I feel like you're making it out like if you fail at this, then you're completely ruined and you're going to lose all your money. You're not going to have a house. Like, it's like you are really making this out to be bigger than it is. And to me, this doesn't feel like it's major issues going on. To me, it feels more you are personally lost. You don't know exactly what direction you want to go and you don't know what you want to do. It's like to me, this energy, for those of you who are watching this, it doesn't feel like it's something that is affecting all areas of your life. It's like one area of your life that you really need clarity on. It's like there's something that's making you feel unfulfilled or not happy or not where you want to be. That's what you need to break down. And so it's like your gut instinct, your intuition is guiding you. And so it's like, don't allow your fears to hold you back. Don't allow your confusion to define your life, because then you're constantly going to be living in this confusion. And then when we have Mary of Nazareth, her whole story is that she just trusts what is going on because she can say no. And she chooses not to say no. She chooses to go with the flow of the universe and do what she's told and have things that maybe don't totally make sense to her, and have these new changes in her life that is unknown, that can be intimidating, that could be scary even. But it's like facing those fears and overcoming them because emotionally your intuition is telling you you're okay. And I also want to point out, it's like, again, moving forward, like that was the first thing Spirit wanted you to know. It's like, move forward. It doesn't matter what you do, just keep moving forward. And it's like that is going to be what makes you succeed, because yes, you could have challenges with this Nine of Wands. Yes, moving forward might bring a new set of challenges, but you're this King of Swords. Ultimately, you're going to be okay. Ultimately, you're going to be the one with the final laugh. You're going to be the one who's like calculating this and like working behind the scenes. Some of you could be air signs, but again, this is more so representing just the energy of air. And air is very quick moving energy. And so it's like, yeah, you have these difficulties, but you're going to overcome them because you're not allowing these things to define you. You're not allowing them to hold you back. And then with giving is receiving, the energy of the universe is merciful. This story is all about empathy, and having empathy for people, even if they have wronged us, even if they have hurt us. It's like still choosing to be the bigger person, choosing to be the better person. And not out of this energy of I'm going to get this over on you, but more in the sense of like not allowing any negativity to affect us where it is influencing our personality. And this is also a message from your spirit guides to have inner strength with everything going on. It's like embody this energy of strength, of courage, of determination, where you're not going to let people defeat you. You're not going to let them break you. When people try and destroy you, you are picking yourself back up. And I feel like right now, with your cards here indicating this confusion, the situation that's going on now, the Divine Feminine Energy cards want you to remember to embody this trust within yourself, trust within the universe, and trust that you are always going to be doing the right thing, that you are trying your best to do the right thing. And even when you fail at it, you're going to get another chance. You're going to keep getting second chances to prove yourself, to change, to learn, to grow. So don't get so caught up in the fact that this is an opportunity and you don't want to waste it. You don't want to waste it in the sense of just sit and be stagnant and let it pass you by. But don't be afraid of making the wrong choice. And don't be afraid about not knowing what to do yet. Because I really feel like if you just surrender to the universe and you're like, look, I don't know what to do. Tell me what to do. I will take that advice. I will run with it. I will do it. They are going to guide you. And I feel like the reason Spirit's not giving you this message right now on what to do is because I feel like it's all different for all of you. I think this is going to be something that's very personable, that a collective message can't tell you exactly what to do in your specific situation, but it is going to tell you that you're not going to find this answer from others. And you can't let others make this decision for you. I think that's more so what it is that the universe doesn't want the cards to tell you what to do. The universe wants you to take this information and realize you're the one who makes the choice. When you go and you write or you pray or whatever it is that you believe in and you ask your spirit guides for advice, they're going to let you know, but they're going to let you know in a way where you're going to have to be in tune and looking for it and being in sync with your own intuition. Because if you're not in sync with your intuition, you're going to be missing the signs. And so it's like with this Ace of Cups, your spirit guides are offering you guidance. They are offering you this message of emotional fulfillment. I think that's the key thing you need to pay attention, is when this feels right for you, when you are making the right choice, it's going to be one that makes you feel relieved, or if not relieved, happy, like this is going to be a good thing. Even if you can't explain it. Even some of you, I feel like this could be something where you are completely changing your life. And this should be something that is very scary and intimidating. And yes, it can be those things, but I feel like it's going to make you happy. And I feel like others are going to be looking at you like, are you crazy? Why are you happy about this? This is not something you should be happy about. And it's just going to feel like a weight is lifted off your shoulders. And it's like, yes, logically, maybe I shouldn't be happy. But emotionally, I feel like this is what I'm meant to do. That's how you're going to know that you're in alignment with this. Where you have this awakening presence and this light activation for your life force. And it comes from prayer and contemplation. I really feel like this is a message from your spirit guides, if you were drawn to watch this message all the way through, that you are going to be able to analyze yourself, get in tune with yourself, get in sync with yourself. And as a result of that, you are really letting go of the minute details, letting go of the things that don't matter, and the micromanaging of this, and allowing yourself to let it go and get in tune with the feminine energy. Because the thing is, the feminine energy is something we all have inside of us. We have masculine and we have feminine energy. And I feel like with these cards here, that I was drawn to use the divine feminine energy, this is cards to tell you how to get in sync, how to get in flow with yourself. And that is where these three cards are really telling you to have this inner courage and trust within yourself, because that is how you're going to be in flow with the universe. And don't allow this fear to make you feel stifled or like you can't go for it. Again, like I said, I feel like if we are reading these tarot cards as a story, here you have the Seven of Cups, confusion, not knowing where to go. You are looking for the minute details. You are looking to like have logic guide you. And this is your spirit guides coming in and saying, no, 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 we're offering you this emotional fulfillment. You got to be in tune with this to see. You got to be this lotus here. You know, right now you're confused. You're going through these murky waters. You're not sure where to go, but you're about to emerge. Once you emerge, you're going to have your answers. You're going to have your guidance. You're going to go because you're going to have this information. Now you're making a choice. It doesn't matter what that choice is. It's like you are making a choice and you're moving forward with it. While you move forward with it, yes, there's going to be challenges, there's going to be obstacles, but that's all okay because it's shaping you into this King of Swords. This is your end goal, this King of Swords. And so it's very funny that the feminine energy is more so what it takes to get you to this more masculine energy where you're this king, where you're the King of Swords. You have the knowledge, because knowledge is not just logic and statistics. Knowledge is having the ability to look and see all the possible outcomes, see all the ways that people are going to be affected, not just you, but like looking and seeing the big picture ripple effect. And not necessarily knowing it's for certain, but knowing enough of the impact that you have and be very conscious of it and not doing any things that is going to be reactive or anything that is going to set off things that you don't intend to cause. This is a much more purposeful energy than what you have going on right now. Here, currently, you're lost. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know your ripple effect. You think you do, but you don't because you're not actually thinking that far ahead. You're not thinking about how it's affecting others besides the surface level type stuff. The King of Swords is someone where they are very content with themselves. They are this king, so they're holding themselves in this high status. And so it's like you are embodying this more confident energy. Again, more purposeful, where you are now living your life knowing what you're doing, having a reason behind it. It's like you're in sync with your purpose now. I really feel like your spirit guides wanting you to hear this message, to know it doesn't matter what choice you make. You're in sync and on the right path for you, and you're going to achieve your purpose. You're going to be this King of Swords, but you need to relax right now. You can't overthink it. You can't stay stuck and stagnant and just live in this confusion. Because if you stay living in this confusion, you're never going to get to be this King of Swords. So make a choice. Connect with yourself. Have this prayer and contemplation to actually get in sync with yourself and awaken your own energy and reflect on things, see the why, figure out your reasoning, figure out your passions, what's driving you with this life force card, and that is going to allow you to overcome this current obstacle of not knowing what to do. You're going to be able to find more of a direction, get in sync with yourself, and by finding that direction, you're going to be able to set out on this course where, even though it's going to be challenges, now you have the reasoning, you have the why, you have more reason to fight for what you want, to believe in what you want, and have that courage and inner strength to overcome the challenges with the Nine of Swords, so you reach this King of Swords energy. I also feel like for those of you where this is about a specific relationship, the King of Swords might not be the energy you're embodying. It could be the energy of the person you're with. So you could end up with someone who is this very clear, level-headed King of Swords energy, or they could be an air sign. So that's Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But I really feel like the main message for you, it's like, just trust the process, but trust yourself more importantly. And make decisions that are right for you, that you actually feel in alignment with, and not just make the choice to appease others and continue to be confused with what you actually want. Because you're not going to find your purpose doing what others want for you. The only way to find your purpose, to do what actually brings you true fulfillment, is to step away and do what you want. And with this Dakini card here, the light and feminine, her whole energy is about breaking the bounds of what confines people, and not allowing limits to be set on you. So embody her energy and don't allow constraints or fears or judgments or anything to define you besides what you want to be defined as. So I really hope that this collective reading resonates for you. If you stuck through this entire reading, please let me know how you liked it in the YouTube comments down below, and give this video a big thumbs up and share with others who need to hear it. Again, like I said, I'm going to have more videos linked in the cards above if you want to watch them next. And if you want to get your own private, in-depth personal reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop, or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything is going to be linked in the description box down below. And if you're not subscribed, please do so. I would love to have you a part of this family. And I post multiple times a week, so make sure you turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post my next video. And I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you all have a good one. Bye.